right? You gonna pay for me $250.
We finally made it to Mount Shasta. This is the dirt road we're going through.
Fíjate que aquí no hay señal.
Sí, sí.
¿Sí?
Welcome to the world. Some perspectives.
That's just amazing. That's just amazing.
So beautiful, man.
Do you know why we're all here by any chance? Or it's just a Spanish, it's kind of like throwing you a little bit off?
Well, it's some kind of, a conference about, like, extraterrestrial.
Yeah, right, like contact.
Yeah,
And, you know,
contact.
and we are actually contactees ourselves. I've been doing 4 years of dedication of, research for, contact. And I've done my own contact. He's done his own contact. And that's where me and him got connected through online. And that's what brought us here together.
It's funny,
I met him in 1984.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Right? Did you ever see an actual physical craft?
Have you ever seen anything?
I saw beings that are made of light.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's what we all
So like
are.
white
I've seen
orbs,
lots
like
of
white
things.
orbs, right?
That's
Like
what
the
we all
orbs,
are.
like the orbs.
They look like stars, like bright
Yes,
white light
yes,
with a
that's-
blue-white core.
Right.
Yeah.
I have videos actually, and so does he. And through the age of technology, we are able to record these things now, and we're, this is beautiful. I love this.
This is my first time coming out here.
Me
doing
too.
These kind of conference, but we've heard about Ricardo, this group, and everything like that, and we got actually connected through two of his people. I forgot.
Diego?
No, I know Diego, but his brother's name is so hard to pronounce for me.
Vasa?
It's so hard to pronounce. Yeah.
Vasa.
You know the guy from Joker?
Yeah.
It's the same name, but I can't even pronounce that guy's name, man.
Well, I want to see if I can find a way to share some information with everybody because
You have a website.
Shasta is. No, I mean here at this conference.
Yeah.
Because Shasta is not her name.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Aika.
Aika.
What brought you to that conclusion? That is Aika instead of Shasta.
Well, I've heard it from several different sources, but the name Shasta came from Russian fur trappers.
Oh wow.
Right? Because in Russian language, you can go through.
Oh, okay. Thank you, man.
And it just keeps them organized. If you
Oh, yes, sir.
So
Wow, that is
in
beautiful.
Russian language, Shastia means the mountain of happiness. And so when they saw her,
This is a
they
sacred
called
place,
her that because they didn't know her name.
This is a sacred place too. That's the thing about it too. This is highly energetic, a highly energy place. But
That is beautiful.
so you came to that conclusion because you heard it, but
Well, I heard it from several different sources, but the one I heard it first is I was here in 1984, and I was in the bookstore, and the shelf was too high, and I didn't know which book I wanted, but I was just going like this, and the book jumped into my hand.
Wow.
And I took it up here, and I was reading it, and I realized that it was written up here 100 years before I was reading it.
Wow.
And it's called The Dweller on Two Planets by Pylos, Pylos.
and it's
That sounds like a
crazy
very
that
interesting
this
book.
is where you're at a lot too. So that was. It's not by coincidence. That's not even. Is that a coincidence you say, or would that be?
Synchronization.
Yeah,
like
more,
that, like that, like
You're
it took
blowing
you
my
there,
mind,
like it wasn't something that it just happened, and that's what brought you and connected. Wow.
Have you heard about the American actress Shirley MacLaine that wrote the book Out on a Limb?
No, sir,
Not familiar with that.
not familiar.
No, well, she was a famous American mainstream actress, and then she got spirituality, and she wrote, her first book was Out on a Limb, where she was coming out of the closet, talking about things that people would think she's crazy and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You said we could have one, or you could donate anything like that. But very kind, man. Me personally, I've had. Wow, man.
Bro, these are beautiful, man.
As you look at them, you can put them in here, and if there's one that catches your eye, put it aside, and when you decide, I'll sign it for you.
That website. Can you say the website name so we could
Yeah, I'm gonna write it on you.
Actually,
I sign everything.
hey. Oh yeah. I'm going through them. Hey sir, do you know a man named Stephen Greer?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, like he's actually the one that also does like CE5 and Contact.
He has a lot of bad rep, sadly.
But the thing was is that with Stephen Greer, he is
They're
really
easy
the.
to pick up by the end.
Oh man, this is beautiful artwork. I
Whoa,
really.
that one's crazy. Oh man.
That's literally what you see on DNT. That's DNT, ayahuasca.
Oh, sorry.
Let me ask you one question. Oh, actually, continue your question with it.
Oh yeah. So essentially, okay. So what year were you born, sir?
51.
51.
Yeah.
Wow. Me, I was born in 1999. And you see, what brought me into this reality is that, you see, I only had 1% chance of living. And I was 10 months and 2 weeks into my mother's womb. And December 25th, that's when I was born. And you see, and that's what led me to all these things, because I pushed myself to know, like, to realize more and more. And you know, I really, you know, because like the fact that I almost died when I was young with my mom, you know, and
almost died the same way too.
yeah, like, and you know, in 2012,
I'm gonna sign that for you. Before you go.
and oh sir, in 2012, that was the golden age of research for me. You know, when I started researching about Planet X, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, you know, all those stuff, and it all started connecting, you know, and I started realizing that this goes deeper than what it actually all is, because nothing is what it seems, you know. And and me myself, I'm actually a psychedelic user. I've taken mushrooms, LSD, weed, and things like
I can't
that.
eat mushrooms like that because of my stomach.
What's your name?
Mine?
Yeah, this one's for you, right?
Yeah, Juan.
Juan?
Yeah.
Esto lo voy a apagar. Cuando yo no esté lejos de ti, lo voy a encender. ¿Vale? Que no sé, cuando yo no esté cerca de ti, lo tienes que encender. Obviamente no es meditación.
I don't even think I ever told any of y'all about it. Since I almost died like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Since I developed all this shit, I hated my life, bro. I gave up on life until this whole thing happened to me. And
Hey,
then
bro,
it just changed my whole
don't
life.
worry about it, man.
I don't
You're
even-
here now, man.
I don't even worry about it, bro. Literally, when I was driving 9 hours and 40 minutes to get here because my sister lives in Los Angeles. So I picked her up and I drove 9 hours here. While she was sleeping, I was looking at the scenery and I started crying. And I realized I'm happy to be alive now. Like the thoughts I had at that time before I even had the experience is so nasty and vile, bro. To think about that to yourself.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back, real quick.
Take your time, man.
All right. Let me ask you a question. How do you do things?
Well, it's an evolutionary process, so there's a lot of steps, but I cut and tape little pieces of paper together a lot.
I like that one. That one's very good. How you doing?
So,
Yo, bro, I gotta learn English. I gotta learn more Spanish. God damn.
so you see all these little lines, like these little tiny little lines? Everywhere you see a line like that is where two pieces of paper were taped together
Wow.
at some point in the process.
That's actually beautiful. What made you come up with this idea?
Well, in 1970, I was lying underneath infinity, and it was pushing, and I couldn't understand how I could exist.
Wow.
And then I figured out that the only way to exist was I had to have this energy come in the top of my head and come out the tips of my fingers. Otherwise, I would only have the illusion of existence.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. That's very good. I like that statement. And this artwork is beautiful. How long have you been doing this kind of artwork for?
Well, I started drawing infinity in 1970.
Wow.
But, you know, life has a lot of twists and turns. So
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
got
for sure.
sidetracked here.
But you're back here, man. This is nice. I can see,
Hey man,
I can
but
see
I
where you
think I feel like
sketched
your journey what brought you here of everything that's been throughout your life, you know, because we are all aligned throughout the infinity of the cosmic beings that we are, you know,
Exactly.
and it's all love, you know. We take for things, you know, for consideration and what we need to do for others, you know. But this is beautiful artwork because I try to like
this one is
honestly
definitely
I draw myself.
Well, if it's one you think you might want, you put it aside so it doesn't get buried.
Man,
100%, man. Are you leaving in a few, or are you gonna camp out here with us? Because we're
Yeah,
all.
I just spent the last 2 days printing because my inventory is low, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do a lot of collating tonight.
Man, I wish I had freaking cash to give.
Tomorrow I'll have a bigger pile. But
oh hey, I'll give him a 20 of like,
And I'll
you
tell
know,
you, no,
yeah,
no
yeah, like
we have a website that's about nonviolence and shifting thought forms in human consciousness so that we don't destroy ourselves.
Amen. Can I actually get?
Pull ourselves to walls and stand in front of bulldozers, but as long as there's that thought form enabling all of that to exist,
Right,
we're going to keep on having the same thing.
right,
We
because
have to change the thought form.
right because it's all a projection through matter, you know, and I feel like that's the mentality that people get stuck on when it's about their ego, you know, and that's what controls, you know, most humans, you know. I
don't like
think.
that word ego.
Oh,
It's a misunderstood and misused word, but that's another subject.
I understand. I understand.
So these are all done by hand?
Yes, by hand, by you. Your
Yeah.
hand.
Thank you, sir, for talking with me.